Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name's Tom, and as you might know, I've got an MG or I had an MG I should say, because last December, unfortunately I had a crash. It was caused by weather conditions, this crash, and as you can see it was quite a bad one. I was coming down a country lane, late at night, and I hit some ice in the middle of the corner. Once I hit the ice, it caused the car to spin. I tried to save it, but as you can see the rest was history. It even actually demounted the tyre from the wheel on the front right. So now I need a new car, and as you all know I loved my MG. It was my absolute pride and joy, so I need something special to replace it. More important than that though, I still needed to get to work. So then came the next part of the story, my frantic search for another car. Obviously, I started looking at MGs first, ZRs and ZSs. Beautiful ones like this yellow ZS, which was a little bit too far from me, and the owner pulled from Marketplace while we was talking because he had some issues, so I didn't go and see that one. But I didn't give up. I kept looking and I kept messaging other people. However, even though it felt like I spoke to everybody that had an MG for sale, ZR and ZS, I just couldn't find one that was right for me. They either needed too much work, was too much money, or was too far away. So that brings us up to the first car I bought. This is my new daily driver, which I've bought as a kind of fix it and sell it car to have for a short period of time. I've actually got one of my friends interested in it as their first car. It's been affectionately named Rosie by a previous owner, and my friend who's buying it has decided to keep that name going. Here's the advert that I first saw for it. I didn't pay that price for it. Here's when I got it home. You see there's a bit of damage to the front bumper, but it's quite a clean little car. The wheels were buckled, so I've replaced them with 17-inch straights. So there's a bit of damage on the front left to be repaired. A little bit of damage on the rear left, but overall it's a very clean car. I love the colour of it, and it's not actually 84 horsepower like advertised. As you see here, it revs to the moon, and it's been de-restricted. So these photos are from about a week later, after I'd cleaned all the paint up, got all the lights and bulbs and wipers and little things it needed, changed the wheels for the 17-inch straights with some new tyres, and I've got to say it does look really nice. There's still a few little bits to be done. It's got some rust repairs and a little engine knock that I need to do before I give it to my friend for her first car. But it's coming along nicely and it's a proper nice little car inside. It's a very good spec for one of these. It's called the SE or the SI. So it gets the sunroof, it gets aircon, decent speakers, fairly comfortable seats. It's really nice inside. So way better than my first car, so my friend's doing better than me. Here we are driving along in my lovely Rover 25, and the coolant light has come on. But who can say they're surprised? It is a Rover with the K series. However, it is not the fabled head gasket. It is actually a intake gasket leak, and I will be fixing that soon. Already have the gasket for it. The next thing I did was service the car, so I used a genuine MG Rover oil filter. I used good 10W40 oil, and I also used a litre of Lucas Oil Stabiliser. I replaced the air filter as it was disgusting and old. I also replaced all of the spark plugs, but as you can see here a few of them were corroded, and there was actually a misfire when I bought the car as one of the coil packs was loose. The coil packs here, one of them was actually, well, two of them were very badly corroded as well, there's rust all over them. So I cleaned them all up, and I used a dielectric grease when I put them back together. So hopefully there should be no more issues. Obviously new plugs, cleaned up the coil packs, and dielectric grease to stop the rust happening again. The engine still ticks a little bit idle when it's cold, so I need to look into that, but it's coming along very nicely. And then the last thing I needed happened. So I was driving down a back road and some crazy lady, an absolute nutter, swerved into my lane and hit my wing mirror, and it just exploded everywhere. It made a ginormous bang and sent this white grease all up the side of the car, side of the window and everything, and the mirror's just dangling away. But it gives me a good opportunity when I replace and repaint the new one to repaint the passenger side mirror cap. As you see here, it's trophy blue, not Sonic blue. So we have taken Rosie from this, a beaten up, unloved Rover 25, to this, a stunning, gorgeous, unbelievably new looking Rover 25, with the nickname of Rosie lovingly given to her. Rosie will probably appear again on this channel, although she is going to be my friend's first car. There's a little bit more work to be done, a few rust repairs, and whatever is causing the knocking and ticking from the engine. It goes away once it's up to temperature, so I suspect it won't be fatal, but if it is, she'll be getting a 1.8. time we move on to the next car that I bought now, though, I believe.
Speed. I am speed. One winner, 42 losers. I eat losers for breakfast. Faster than fast, quicker than quick. I am lightning.
Hey, Lightning, you ready?
Oh yeah, lightning's ready.
Fucking idiot.
So this is my new car. It's a 1997 Ford Mustang GT, and it's been a dream of mine since forever to own an American muscle car. I finally made that dream a reality, and I'm so happy. The car obviously is a 1997. It's got the 4.6 litre V8, and it's got a 4-speed automatic overdrive gearbox, which drives so nicely. Most people think the automatic is a bit of a turn off, but for drag racing and for daily driving, it's really ideal for me. I've never had a rear-wheel drive American muscle car before, so it's probably safer for me as well. I mean, you saw what happened to the ZR, rest in peace. The car, when I bought it, came with these beautiful 17-inch American Racing Torque Thrust rims, which I believe were a factory option. And as I found out yesterday, they've got a big old spacer behind them, which explains the fitment. The exhaust is a Bassani X pipe with cat deletes and then a Magnaflow stainless steel cat back, and it looks and sounds amazing, as you heard with the revs and the drag racing. The car also features MSD ignition coils and plug wires. All of these were purchased by the previous owners of the vehicle, and the cat delete pipes came with it separately, so I fitted them on myself. It also, I believe, as standard, or factory option, came with the Monte Carlo strap brace, as you can see there, which goes across the two suspension turrets and then ties into the firewall and looks great. All of these mods pair together to make the car slightly quicker than a standard one would be. So when I took it out drag racing the other day, it was my first time racing, and by the end of the day I managed a 1498 at 92.56 miles an hour with a 2.23 60 foot. Right after that run, I was able to back it up with another 14-second run, hitting 14.99 at a faster 92.73 with a faster 60 foot of 2.20. So I reckon there was still more time left in it had I had more time to improve and more practice. However, these runs were done right at the end of the day and the track was closing, so I couldn't run again. But I'm going back, and I've bought some semi-slicks. So that's all for today. I do have some more videos planned that will be coming soon. Do excuse me, I didn't have anywhere to record properly inside. So I'm sat out here in the Mustang and I got the sun in my eyes a little bit, even though I've got the hat on, it's not really helping. So I want to say thank you to everyone that has been watching and leaving me comments and being quite supportive over the last 6 months since I last uploaded. Unfortunately, in December I did have the crash and it's left me with a few injuries that still haven't quite healed. But as I'm on the mend, I'm able to do more, which is why I've gone and got these cars. The Rover, so I can fix it up, and my friend's going to buy it off me for their first car. So you might see a few more videos on that. And then my little slice of America here, which I'm going to take drag racing, take to car shows, cruise. I love this car, so there's going to be a lot of videos with this one. I've got another couple planned that should be coming in the next week or two maybe. I've already started working on them, so they should be uploaded soon. I hope to see you again. Thank you once again to everybody. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you thought of the video. Hopefully I'll see you again soon. Cheers, guys.